He couldn't say nothing. He's just the same shit. I got peas, bruv. He uses Google Images to show peas. Come on. That was the only time I say, yeah, he had his money. He was doing bits. When we went, well, that's why you see the Armani jacket,
Yeah.
the Armani hat.
Yeah.
He bought it with me and West. We went West together. He went to go buy it. And he bought like a little Armani green coat and a hoodie and a hat. That was it. That was back in 2016. This was the one day before Wireless. The day, it was 2 days before the Mike's Comedy getting rushed. It was a day before Mike's Comedy got rushed by all them Harlem one. It was a day before that, Wireless weekend, I remember. That day, it was a Friday, July 2016. Then Saturday was a Wireless weekend. That was the day Mike's Comedy got rushed, innit? So that day, that was the day, like Friday, me and Kid went to go West to go buy some. So when Kid is talking about, oh, yeah, I got peas, bruv. He had only peas back in 2016. 2017, he fell off. You know that shirt he wears in his Ding Dong Ride? The Ding Dong Ride. He was wearing that from 2017, man. So you can't really chat, bro. He was wearing that same shirt, and that time he got his hair plaited. I remember he got his hair plaited in the can. And that was the time someone told me, yeah, that his tooth got knocked out in jail. He got headbutted and his tooth came out. That's why, you know his tooth, yeah? He got a knobbly tooth.
Yeah.
His knobbly tooth. Because that's why, like, he said anyone that punches him in his jaw, his tooth will come out. He's got a fragile tooth. How do I know?
Why you never punch his mouth?
I know. If you to bang him, his tooth will come out.
But
100%.
you told me that you banged him in his face.
Like, he ducked and I caught him, skinned him. But then, obviously, I kicked him in his face. That's what happened. I booed him in his face.
A kick is much stronger than a punch.
But, like, it wasn't like, it got like his forehead. It didn't get really like the mouth area. I just got like just like the palm bit of the head. I didn't really get the mouth area.
Oh. Do you have autistic?
Yeah, I do. I do suffer from autism. It's not a laughing matter. It's not a laughing matter. So everyone that's just talking shit in the comment section, like, bruv, mental health is not a laughing matter, because when your kids have it, bruv, you're gonna have to be dealing with problems where you're gonna have to go take them to like a fucking doctor and get them like seen and shit. So everyone that's trying to make jokes about it ain't laughing matter, bro. Like, so I don't see the funniness in it. It's not a laughing matter. It's a serious matter. This is something I had for years. I had to deal with this for years. So certain things I've got myself into.
So that mean
understanding like it.
So kidavelly tried to stab up someone that's autistic.
Like, it's mad. Kidavelly's got bipolar. He's got all of it, man. He's got bipolar. He's got everything, man. He's told me himself, man. He said he's schizophrenic. He's told me everything. He suffers from it. But I'm like, bruv, you see with me, I don't use that as an excuse, you know, like, to, like, if, like, I'm in a scenario, I use that as, because obviously when I was younger, I used to try to use that as an excuse, but obviously because of the people I surround myself, good friends and family, they'll tell me, nah, you can't use that as an excuse, bro. Like, obviously you can't always use that. You have to, like, obviously accept, like, what you've done is wrong. So obviously I don't use that as an excuse in the working environment. If I'm going to get a job, I can't be like, oh, but I'm autistic, you know what I mean? Obviously, I don't understand something. I'm gonna obviously tell them, like, look, mate, I don't really understand.
So you didn't understand. You know? Oh, you didn't understand when the police asked you.
So, like, they, like, obviously were talking to me in a certain way because they obviously, like, were asking certain questions, innit? And obviously, like, it was like, it's them ones I don't want to talk about. Like, I don't know how to go about it. So, like, you see how I'm talking now. Like, sometimes I'm looking at the comment sections and I'm looking at, and like, I'm thinking of two things, innit? So when I'm looking at the comments, I'm trying to justify myself to the comments that I'm not this and that. So I start to talk in a hysterical way that makes me look like, oh yeah, it's this and that. So this is why I like this whole thing of my name going on the net, yeah? It's through the bad influence of friends. Like, if I had never fucked with this guy, Kidavelly, my life will never be involved in all of this shit online. You get me? It's all through the bad influence of him. And as much as I try to disassociate myself from this guy obviously takes things wrongly, because obviously the week I gave out his number to the guy, one of the guys, yeah, he then said to me, oh, it's a minor, don't what? And I said, you just do you, I do me, move on. The guy couldn't take that fucking responsibility, because obviously when I tell him stuff like, bro, just do your thing, I advise him, bro, you need to stop doing this on the ground, because obviously when he threw the packet of crisp and drink, when one of you got stabbed up in Rockingham, I asked him, bro, why did you throw it though? That's why your tooth would have not got knocked out. He's like, no, I don't care though. He's my up. I'm like, bro, you see you doing all this stupidness, you're putting me in a fucking dangerous situation, because it's a thing where I go to certain areas. So when man them see me and they're probably, it's going to be because of you. They're going to be like, well, I went for your bedroom. Anyway, say enough. Where is he? But you're his boy, innit? So I'm going to get in conflict because of him hiding. So he's obviously like, I'm looking at it as like, I don't need that shit in my life, that stress, that kind of drama, that animosity. I don't need it.
Kidavelly just
So why
DM.
going out of your
Yo,
way to do dumbness?
Kidavelly just DM'd me, yeah, and said, "Oh, ask Drew if he will take the he's gonna ask you if he will take the rap for the knife."
Bruv, I don't want nothing to do with him. I wish him all the best in his music career if it, progresses. But besides the point,
Do you think
I don't want nothing.
you think
to
he's
do
a good
with him.
rapper though?
Bro, they waste good tunes on him. I'm not gonna lie. Cause what he raps, spread my legs in the streets. What the fuck? Spread my legs in the streets. We get peas every day. Spread my legs in the streets. Bro, he's a meme. He is a meme. If I was still with him, bro, it would have just got long because I had one Harlem you come to me and ask me about him.
What did he say? My wings in the street.
Like, one Harlem you kid, saying, I don't want to mention his name. France, he was like, bro, beefing and thing.
What did he sing about?
He's just rough, like, he's done out here, man.
What did he say? What did he say? Spread my wing in the
just
streets.
Spread my legs on the streets.
You think that's a good bar?
Come on, man. He's wearing that same shirt.
Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
So, like, all these things he's done.
Let me hear that song. Let me hear that song.
Come on, man. Come on, man. This guy is finished.
You think it's a good song?
Bro, the tune is cold, but him as a rapper, he's finished, man. He's finished. He's finished. He thought like the American was gonna get him up. It didn't get him nowhere. Like him doing a feature with the American artist, it didn't get him nowhere.
What would you as a rapper?
Really felt.
As a rapper, what would you rate him out of 10?
A 4. I understand the views. You're getting the views. You're getting like the reception, but if you change your mentality and you change your mindset, yeah, people will like you for who you are. You're obviously gonna get haters, but if you go out there going, I'm a bad man, like so many people's made so many receipts and it's just long. Like you're gonna make your life hard. That's why I don't. I left him for the best of my future. Because I know, kid, personally, I don't need all this bullshit in my life, I don't need all this drama. Ain't gonna get me nowhere in life, you get me? I don't want people to be coming to me. Like, look at the Kidavelly situation. Everyone was fearing him. Everyone used to rate him. Say, Kidavelly makes niggas like, you know what I'm saying? Kidavelly makes his parents go to see him. Now that this whole nonsense came out of him, look at the way they all gone to him. They're like, non-Savelli brothers, all of this. I don't need that. That's why I'm just trying my best not to get myself involved in all this politics, because at the end of the day, like, it ain't gonna benefit me in a good way. So that's why I'm just trying to get myself a nice job and just stay away from all this negative energy, because when you put yourself in a negative environment, you're not gonna get nowhere in life. You get me? So obviously,